Welcome to iUnify podcast. My name is Chastity. We are here and we are talking about dating in the Black community. And what we want to hit on is literally everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the stereotypes, how we feel about going outside of the community, how we think about traditions, all of that. We want to hit all different questions when it comes down to dating. Get everybody's different aspects, because at the end of the day, we may be all different, but we all the same. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first guest. This is Tiana. Everybody give it up for Tiana. She goes, we want to go by Tiana, my bad.
You can go by Tiana, you're already said it.
my bad, I forgot. But all right, so we're going to hit with a few questions here, and we're going to just talk about the Black culture for a little bit first. And we're just going to be a conversation, so don't think don't have no pressure, nothing like that. We just want to sit back and have a conversation. But we definitely want to talk about the Black culture, because there is a lot of stereotypes, man. It's a lot of things going out here in the dating community since the hot girl, summer started. It's it's deep. It's really deep.
Very deep.
So, but first, before we get into any questions, we definitely want to identify how you date first. So if you are whatever you identify as, go ahead and do that first. How is your dating life? Let's start there.
So my name is Tiana, as y'all know. I'm 26, and I date females. I like girls. Well, women. I'm not going to say girls. It's children. But, yeah, I like women. Right now, I'm just single because I don't want to mingle. I'm trying to find me. And finding me, I've been finding out different things I do like and I don't like.
So you're dating yourself?
I'm dating myself, yeah.
That's good. That's a good place to start. A lot of people skip that and go straight in and then be wondering why their relationship sucks.
did skip that, though.
But yeah.
I did skip the dating myself part at first.
I get it. I did too. Don't feel bad. I got completely married without dating anyone.
Okay.
So, that kind of that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Anyway. But we're here now. So, all right. So what we do want to talk about, we do want to give good backgrounds as far as how we see the Black community. Because honestly, in my personal opinion, the dating scene has completely just flipped the script. It's not even dating no more.
Right.
To me, it's a bunch of
trials,
sneaky links. It's a bunch of lies. I'm secretly married and dating you on the side, or it's just a bunch of just nothing going on, a bunch of sexual activity, because that's all that's happening. We're just humping around,
so, like little rabbits,
right? And so I honestly feel like the dating scene is dying. Like, it's not courting, like how back in the day the word courting, people don't even know. Like, you young girls probably don't even know what courting is anymore.
Please give a definition if you can.
No, when you court somebody, it's more than just dating. It's your actual start from getting to know that person, and as a whole. Like, you ain't even really dating yet. You're just interviewing that person. You are learning that person from beginning to end, and it's giving you everything you need, whether you even want to go further. If you want to take that next step and start actually dating exclusively, right now you're just learning. You're courting. You're learning or whatever. So that doesn't happen no more. It's just we meet, we vibing,
Yeah.
we caught something, that made us, something happen. That's what it is. And now we in bed. Literally. That's
Yeah.
my definition. I'm not in the dating scene right now, but from what I see, because I'm with a lot of young folks that is dating all the time. Like everybody around me is dating. So it's just, yeah, trash.
I can agree with you on that. Definitely agree. Dating is kind of trash right now because no morals, no respect. Nobody has morals for themselves. No guidance. No yeah, like no guidance, no mentors, no one older than them teaching them anything of how to be able to date or communicate because you got to know how to communicate first.
Preach.
So, and I say that in light of myself too because I don't know how to communicate great. And when you don't have good examples of communicating and good courting, as you would like to say, you wing it. You do what you think is right instead of what is right. And I think a lot of people nowadays are doing what they think is right and instead of doing what is right when it comes to dating. And I can say for myself, like I didn't do a lot of courting like I probably should have in the past.
You out here just catching vibes.
Catching vibes, like I like that person. They seem cool, or
Until you realize that,
yeah, I don't like their
the monster
personalities.
that's
Yeah.
underneath. But yeah, I feel like honestly, we're more of a feeling type person. Type
People.
people right now, and that causes us to just skip steps. We skip so many steps, ignore all the red flags. I mean, it'd be like so many red flags, and we
Yes.
just ignoring all of them. And next thing you know, now we in a whole domestic situation.
I have experience in that too. Of being in whole domestic situations because you just walked past the red flags like they were green, and they were clearly red. But yeah, and when you young, I'm gonna say, and don't know how to control your emotions, it's very easy to end up in domestic situations
Yeah.
because you don't know how to express, so you get to violence
Yeah.
because words ain't working. So I feel like you need
And
hands.
it's
Yeah.
different too when you're talking about dating girls, because
Yes. Two
with
emotional women.
men, it's always usually a stop point. And I say usually because you do got men that is just out here abusing women. So that's a whole different ballgame. I'm talking about a healthy guy. A
I think it's
healthy
a lot
guy
more men
is a
though.
stop point. Hmm?
I think it's a lot more. It's a lot more men that are emotional that don't know how to control their emotions
No,
out here
they
now.
are. But I think woman on woman is probably worse. And the reason I say that is because, because honestly, I do think woman on woman is worse because there's literally no stop point. There's no nothing, no what's the word I'm looking for? There's nothing stopping you because both of y'all are feeling all the emotions that are
Yeah,
it's
but it
raging.
doesn't make it right though.
No, it's not right.
It's not right though.
It's not right. That's why I think it's great that you're dating yourself,
Yeah,
because learning yourself, learning your communication skills, learning how you are helps you deal with other people better.
yeah.
So that part is great. What are some challenges that you think the dating scene is taking right now, and not just challenges? What is a good side, if there is? Because we talked about all this bad stuff, but do you see anything that might be good? I don't know. I personally don't. But go ahead.
I was gonna say no. To be honest with you, I don't see no good side right now. I just think it's very corrupted. I really
Yeah.
do. I think everyone is in exchange instead
Yeah.
of really truly trying to find love.
Right. And then it's all the new day hot girl summer people. Yes, what can I get? So that exchange relationship is
She need a
very
nigga
much
that's on
so.
swiped on visas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your cash app? That's the new thing now. So it is, and it's became the norm to a point where you got some men that just straight out lead with it. I
Yeah.
mean, which they were leading with long before, but now it's acceptable.
Yeah. I
Now
think
it
it's a
is
double
normal.
standard though. I think men are into like they need things too and they're demanding what they want as well. I think it's like double standard cuz you got some dudes that's out here city boy and up it,
Yeah,
like
yeah. They all,
for real.
my honest opinion, and I love my husband, so don't think I don't. But my honest opinion, I think all boys, all men, are once upon a time, if they're not current city boys, they were and probably will always be. But 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 we hope for deliverance. Let's just say that. But so the challenges definitely is there. There's no. I mean, I could say maybe there's a few. Um, the ones that you normally don't look at are usually the ones that are the good ones.
Yeah.
Um, so there may be a few that might not be so attractive, or it might not be, your type or whatever. That may be out there
Or
somewhere.
yeah, I'm not saying that. It could just be the type that I've been dating. It could
Mm.
just be I've been in the wrong little circle.
But you attract. Never mind. We ain't gonna go to that part.
Just say that.
All right, outsider. But okay. So as far as traditions go, so I know this question may be big because you are dating women, right? So the traditions in the black community is completely opposite from your dating preference. So do you hold any sacred position? What? Not positions. Do you hold any sacred traditions that's in the black community? It's typical mom and dad type home with kids, so on and so on, grow up in church or whatever. Do you hold any of those sacred traditions, even though, your preference is what it is?
To be honest, I'm making my own sacred traditions.
Okay.
I didn't really see any traditions growing up to where I feel like it was something you should take on in your life. So
So it was like unhealthy, probably.
unhealthy, very toxic.
Oh,
So for me, I just feel like I'm making my own traditions, but more healthy. And when it comes to like with a female, are you talking about like marriage? Or I just
yeah,
want to
like
know.
you're okay.
Okay.
So how do you see? What does your traditions look like? What is your outlook on what you think a traditional home in Ty's home would be? Let's
Okay,
say that.
just a traditional home, two-parent household, you know. I would not marry a woman.
Wait a minute. I am about to
Yeah.
just. What is happening? I drink. Wait.
I wouldn't marry
Wait
a
a
woman
minute.
because I know it's wrong. I know that's not supposed to be. I'm not unaware of that.
So Ty. now you just throwing me for a loop
Yeah,
here.
I just threw you for a loop. But I'm being honest with you. I'm not unaware of that a woman and a woman are not supposed to be married. I just know I'm not going to do that. But if God, for real, and this is the God honest truth, if God was to place someone in my life, that's different because I know that person is for me and I know that they're going to know exactly where I'm trying to go when it comes to a two-parent household. So I wouldn't date a woman. I think that is confusing. I'm not unaware of these things. I'm not like the alphabet community, as I should say, and sitting here fighting for rights that I know is not right. So I know it's not right. I think it's very confusing for children to be in a two-parent household because I believe that you need your mom and your dad. And there's only things that it's certain things your mother can teach you and there's certain things that your father can teach you.
Right.
And when you're growing up in a same household,
Same sex household.
yeah, same sex household is very much so confusing because you, like I said, you need your mom. So if you got two dads in a household and you got a son, they need certain things from their mother that two men
Right.
cannot give them. And if you have two women in the household and you have,
It's very confusing.
even if you have a daughter, a woman cannot be a man to teach this child what to do. So I'm not
Right.
unaware of that. I'm not oblivious to that fact.
So, since you have made this, because now I have all kinds of questions. So, if that is your outlook, you plan on just not being married?
No.
Or you actually attract men too?
No, I don't attract men. I don't plan on being married. But
Ooh.
like,
Sidebars.
wait,
but go ahead.
sidebar. What do you mean by I do attract men?
Well, that's not the question I'm actually meaning to say. Are you attracted to men?
No.
So, what's your plans on having a two-parent household? Just to force I'm unwilling.
But that is between me and God and
well, you know what? I
my
get that.
life.
Your journey. You on
my
the journey.
journey in life. I can't really say. I don't know where my life is going to end up, but I do know it's not going to end up marrying a woman.
So let me ask you this: have you dated a man before?
No, I've never dated a man, but I'm not going to say I've never done nothing willingly per se with a guy. But and that's that, and even in that manner, I didn't do it because I don't believe I did it because I wanted to do it. I think I did it because in the aspect of being hurt at the time. So I just was like, let me just try to see, maybe I'm on the wrong team here or something. But, you know, it was just more so like I did it out of hurt, but not out of like trying it to just try
Am I really gay? That's what you were going through? Okay. Look, I understand. I honestly have personal opinions about women being gay because I don't even think it's real. I don't think women can be gay. I mean,
what?
No.
No, I'm about to explain. No, I'm about to. Wait, I'm going to explain what I mean. A man being gay is frowned upon, right?
Mm.
Everybody frowns upon, you know, that. It's like, ooh, yeah, whatever. Ooh. But a woman being with a woman actually have always happened since the dawn of time. And it was not frowned upon. They had their little concubines and stuff in the king's castle and stuff, and they did what they did for the pleasures of the king. Mm-hmm. And I honestly feel like it's just normal. I know it sounds weird. I know.
No, it sounds weird to some.
I'm a whole married woman to a man, but my realistic thoughts on women dating, not dating another woman. Let me hold on. I do not think you should date nor marry another woman.
Okay.
But I do think sexual pleasures with another woman is natural in a strange way. I know nobody's going to understand. But I honestly feel like it's just a normal, natural thing. And I don't think nothing... My mother is here, so I cannot say what I want to say. But I can literally have a interaction and not feel any kinds of emotional nothing with this woman because...
You're having fun.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
Okay.
I honestly don't think... I think it's... I don't know.
You think it's natural? You think it's normal?
I do.
Okay.
I honestly feel like growing up...
Did you play house?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
And I was always dad.
But sometimes dad was girl. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
But no.
So you was dad.
I really was.
Okay.
But I was the aggressive person. I don't know what's wrong with me. My mama is my mama. So it just kind of dwindled on down. But
I was going to say that, but I ain't want to say that.
No, the truth of the matter is, though, I still don't think it's an actual thing. Like, I would, now, stud type stuff, no shade. But I do think it's a huge confusion there. I don't get it. I don't get it. That part is kind of very confusing to me. But girl on girl, actual female on female, you can naturally be around another female and feel whatever ways you feel, and it's not even
Sexual.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like we share this intimacy with other women. Like you have you
It's
ever
a
been
mental
around
thing, probably.
like a group of women, we all change clothes together, like ain't nothing, and we just all just slapping booties and stuff, and nobody, it's no thing. It's like,
Well, you don't know the nobody who actually enjoys it. Probably in the group. Not
well,
playing.
it probably is. It probably is, but it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have thoughts. I have thoughts, and it goes deep. But we don't go past my thoughts because we done went so deep. But anyway, stereotypes. Do we have any stereotypes in the black community that you think is maybe a misconception, or is it real? Is these stereotypes actual, factual, or is it just myths?
Like what kind of stereotypes?
So, like, for instance, we got the ratchet lifestyle that's out now. We got the hot girl summers. We got the paying dudes that like to pay with the cat lead with the cash apps. A lot of these is very much so real, but I do think it is fantasy, and I think that's why we end up in a lot of interaction. I mean, exchange interactions and not long term relationships because it is not real. It is
Yeah.
just something that is for the moment,
I think
temporary pleasures.
the stereotypes, some of them are pretty much true. I think a lot of people are going off of, if you ask me, they idolizing social media and things they see on there, and
Yeah.
they're trying to match that instead of being like themselves.
Matching pajamas and stuff.
Matching pajamas, the whole happy family, you and your dude just got in an argument, but you're gonna post a picture like,
Right.
y'all happy type thing or whatever the case might be. So
I've definitely done that. So, yeah.
so I think it's the fake persona and everybody is being fake. Everybody is being fake. Yeah,
well,
seriously.
that's the truth. Honestly, all jokes aside, it is definitely the truth. You have some of the most prominent couples out there that are look like, oh, I want to be just like whoever the couple is, and the whole time this couple is probably beating each other down behind the scenes, and you don't even know it. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Wholeheartedly. How do you stay positive, or can you stay positive? With all the setbacks and relationship setbacks you've had, are you still optimistic? Do you still have a chance or something? Like, are you optimistic?
Kinda, cause I'm not gonna lie. I go through moments. Sometimes I'm positive. Sometimes it's not so positive. Sometimes I feel like I don't know. Like, is it me? Well, it might be me. I ain't gonna say is it me, but like certain things is me. But I don't stay positive all the time. I think I gotta fight in my.
There's a lot of sideline talk over here. But
So many shots have been thrown.
Right.
I don't know which one to catch first, but
So since you said you was dating yourself,
yeah,
this is a journey that you're taking. So that is a part of being positive. So that means you are making effort to see what you can do, what you can change, what you can communicate.
Silently,
better.
I am doing my work inside of what I can change and what I can do to be a better person. But sometimes I don't think I show it out to the world, so it looks like I'm not. But in my mind, though, it's a lot of work I'm doing in here to get this right.
Right.
Whether it looks like it or not,
There's a lot going on.
It's a
there.
journey, and that's a part of the journey is to, work on yourself. And I'm not gonna say everything I see myself as like I done wrong or bad. That people might look at me and be like, you done wrong or bad. So I'm still learning. I'm still.
So you haven't accepted your part yet.
I have accepted my part. I accepted some of my parts.
In this day and time, to be honest with you, I feel bad for you because The reason why I feel bad for you is because we are in such a hot girl summer era that finding real is going to be so crazy for you. And then
Because everybody trying to find a nut.
right.
You know what I'm
And then
saying?
not only that, what can I get? So that exchange thing, and the studs have a stereotype too, where you know the new thing that's been trending, get a stud to do it.
Oh, I ain't never even seen that. But
Okay, but it's trending because they like how they want men to be the cash app guy, the whatever, the person that's paid this bill, pay that bill, blah 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 blah. So the new trend is get a stud to do it because they feel like studs take care of you.
Yeah, that's why I said next hoe we taking the McDonald's type stuff. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
We doing it that way.
Ooh.
Maybe Wendy's 2 for 2. You know, the 4 for 4.
You know what's funny? I could tell that you are a Virgo.
All right, seriously.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I went through a lot of tests and trials when it came down. Now looking at my life now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, girl, you have to do this, you have to do that." Boop, 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 boop. Right? And it's great. But I want you to know, my very first date, this is no lie, and don't nobody bet not, so I don't want to see that damn comment. My very first date was to Wendy's.
You know why? Because he probably already done did
but I'm
that.
going to tell you now, when we talk about this now because I'm like, you really just did me dirty, right? But he said I had to see where you were.
For real. Because...
And I won't, at that time, I'm young, dumb, and in love. So I was all for it, really. It was really sad. But but that's just me.
But do you regret it now? That Wendy's
no,
day?
No.
Okay.
Now that Wendy's turned into multiple high class 5 star meals. But that's why I say it's you remind me of a Virgo so much because that y'all you can tell y'all both
As we've been hurt.
Yeah, for real. Like serious business because and it's crazy because he before me was just doing dumb stuff. All the dumb stuff. Just handing your whole check to this lady like this, and she is doing you dirty. Anyway,
I'll say this though. I understand because I have done that and been upset afterwards because this chick, I ain't gonna say no hoe, but this chick was just not for me, and I just thought, spending is gonna make it better, but now I just feel like it ain't no spending going on.
You just become a certain person in her catalog that she uses. It's so sad, but that's the truth. I've watched many people get so many door dashes from so many people
because they use them. You get what I'm saying?
Let me stop.
But you know what? Now though, I can see I feel like now you can't just tell me like. It ain't you can't just talk like money and things like that because I'm probably gonna laugh because I done did this multiple times to understand that.
Right.
I done did it multiple times with same people. You get what I'm saying? Because I had to learn. I had to learn because I felt like history or whatever you want to call it. You get what I'm saying? You care about a person. And it took a long time to learn that they don't care about you back. And so now I feel like my love is very sacred, and it needs to be given to the right person.
That's so sad. Hey, that is that Virgo in you. Good God. Like 20 whole years went by and it's still. Anyway, but I understand. I'm here for you. I get it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Right.
In my heart.
But okay. In your era, let's say in your life of whoever's around you, do you have advice for anybody that's struggling to find love in this day and time?
I got you right here. You need to just love yourself. Just figure out yourself. Don't worry about other people and what they got going on. Like, just worry about you and, let God guide you in the journey. So that means, like, don't keep jumping into relationships because you don't want to be alone. Like, you got to go through the alone part even if you don't want to, and it's gonna be hurtful, you might cry, you know, you might feel like, what is wrong with me and stuff like that, but you're gonna get through it if you just continue to follow God and have the right people around you that's gonna keep you motivated and
Right.
um in a healthy space in your life, not negative. So you don't need to be around people who gonna be like, girl, it's okay, you hurt, let's go to the club, let's find another one. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you need people who gonna be around you like, girl, you need to find yourself. You know? And a lot of times you don't have people around you that's telling you to find yourself. You got a lot of people that's telling you to
Yeah.
be more damaged. Like, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Keep
So
going with the toxic.
yeah.
I feel you.
So you gotta stay away from toxic all the way around. People and mentally, you know, you gotta tell you.
Lock in with yourself mentally.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Well, we want to go ahead and thank Tiana for coming on iUnify.
Thank you.
All right. We're back at iUnify podcast with Mackenzie as our special guest. Give it up for Mackenzie. All right. All right. And we're talking about dating in the Black community. So we are going to go through a series of questions, but just a conversation. Don't, you know. No. We're going to go ahead and give a disclaimer. You know, she dates my son. So we want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your current dating status.
Well, I'm Mackenzie. I'm 22 years old. My current dating status is dating, taken. We've been together a little minute, so it ain't been perfect, but it's been something. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We do want to definitely hit, we want to get different aspects from different people about how they feel the Black community is right now in the dating scene. So, how do you feel the experience you do have? Because I know you're 20, you say you're 22. So, it's there. So, what do you think the Black community is like right now in the dating community?
Well, I feel like for my generation, it's like we normalize a lot of things that you shouldn't, as far as like sneaky links and just hooking up with people just because, no relation, no feelings, no nothing, just no connection, like no relationship at all. And I feel like, because I don't know, I just feel for me, I look at things a lot different from my generation, so it kind of makes me stand out a little bit. But I just feel like that's kind of why a lot of people can't really find the right person, or they can't get into good relationships, because everybody has normalized that that's okay. Like, oh, it's okay to just hook up just one time. It's okay to we just talk and we just see what things are courting. We just do that and see what, even though it doesn't go anywhere, like we just do that. And then we just, it's just like, so I feel like that's what makes it hard for everybody to just get in a real relationship, because everybody making it toxic.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
That is the new day. Well, you know what? Scratch that. That's not the new day and time. That's been time and time. Ain't nothing new under the sun. The only difference is social media and the exposure to what's going on has now made it normal.
Yes.
But Hot Girl Summer actually been Hot Girl Summer since like the 70s. So I mean it was, or way baby. You're right. It's been going on for lifetimes. And it's just, the simple fact is, it's more exposed now because we have social media. We have the new artists that's out here just making it the thing to be. And most girls, that's their aspiration, to be this specific way now, because that's what they look at as the thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, I definitely get that. Okay. So, we do want to talk about, what do you think as far as challenges, and not just challenges. So we want to do pros and cons. So if there's anything that you may think that is positive in the dating world, possibly.
I think the only positive thing is, well, not only, but one of the positive things I think is that you can have a good future. You can have a beautiful future. Like, if you continue to thug it out and, work it out and fight through it, your future can be bright if y'all both want it. That's how I look at it. It's like, you can work towards something if you're in a healthy relationship, like,
So there's still a chance.
Yeah, there's still a chance that you can have You know?
Even though we are in this era or whatever, there's still a pocket of us that's still fighting for tradition.
Yes, there is. It's a small amount, but there is. I feel like.
And that's what makes you to be that different person, especially if you have a group of girls and you are that only one that's, because it is like that, where I was literally the only person in a relationship for years upon years upon years. Everybody else is just out here living their best life, and I'm the only person in a relationship. So it's strange. It's strange. I can't even go out with y'all because it's real. Y'all just want to be out here,
just doing whatever.
Doing the most,
Can't relate.
Getting poured in the mouth, yeah, it's a lot going on. I can't be a part. I can't be a part. People catch me on camera, and then Anyway, but okay. So as far as since we are bringing in that traditions thing, how do you navigate trying to keep the traditions along with all that is going on? Like, especially like I just said, with all your friends that may be around you that may not be in a relationship. How do you keep your traditions sacred?
I feel like it just goes back to being different from everybody. I feel like if you're true to who you are and you're not, you don't follow what others people do, if you focus on you and what you want for yourself, you don't have to really go about that. Like, if you know your tradition, you know what you want, and you know what you came from, you don't have to worry about, oh, well, no, I'm not going to get married. They're not going to get married. Or I'm not going to do this because they're not doing that. If you know what you want for your life and you know your future already, you don't have to to decide that. Right. You're focused on what you want. So it's just like.
So there's no peer pressure, nothing like that.
Because me, that's easy.
Honestly, it's crazy because that was a big thing back in my day anyway. That peer pressure side of it, because we didn't have what y'all have now with the social media and all that. We didn't have all that. We barely had a cell phone. Like, never mind. Tell me my age. But we barely had a cell phone. So a lot of things was just what you see around you. What you see around you is what is the normal thing. So you're supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be like that. You see them girls, the it girls, or whatever you're gonna, we had a lot of it girls or whatever you want to call them, and that was the thing that you're supposed to be like. So, in a weird way, you fought for this image. Yes, you did. Okay, I still definitely held sacred to traditions. Don't get me wrong, but I did go through an era where, being that I didn't want to be that it girl, I want to be on the back of the bus with my little boo thing or something, and that was the thing. So it was an image. It was an image that you looked for. Is that still a thing? Like, even though I know it's now became, more popular in a way because of social media. So I guess I'm answering my own question because it is a thing. It's just
I would say for social media it is. It's like a lot of people want to keep up an image for social media. It's like on Instagram, you have this type of image, but in real life, your life is not like that.
Right.
So that's pretty much like people keep
like
up an image.
A bunch of fake people.
Pretty much they live a life that they don't live in real life.
Right.
So yes.
Okay. All right. So do you think, because of all of that fakeness or whatever that might be going on, that it is some stereotypes out here that's maybe it's a misconcept. It's not actual stereotypes. It's possibly facts in a weird way, or maybe it's not facts. You got the dudes over here that's doing what they doing, playboys or whatever you want to call them. Do you think that is any way possible? And I'm actually about to expound this question because it's bigger than just stereotypes. Do you think it's any way possible that any of this stuff can ever be real? Like, can they ever, as long as we stay in these eras where we are still having sneaky links, we are still having, hot girl summer, and we're still, out here partying every weekend or whatever, woo, can it ever be real?
As far as like sneaky links and stuff like that,
like what I mean is,
or like a regular,
can we ever transition from this right here to what Grandma and Granddaddy had?
like it can if a lot of people just stop following what they see on social media. If they stop doing what everybody else do, I feel like
is that really going to happen?
Look.
Huh?
it's just. I don't know. I just feel like social media is just the main thing. Like, everybody's going off of social media. Like, okay, somebody posts something about their husband cheating. And it's like, I'm never going to find love because they cheated or they did this, they did that. And it's like,
Niggas
you can't
ain't
go
nothing.
off of other people's life. You have to
as soon as you see that,
it's like, as soon as they
every nigga in the
see that,
world.
they're like, oh, I'm just never going to get married. Oh, I'm never going to find love because there's no loyal men in the world. It's like, no, like, you're just going off of somebody's life. Like, somebody else's life. You don't even know these people. It's like,
True.
I feel like it can be if people really just stick to what they want. Like, it just goes back to the question, like, stick to what you want. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Like, I don't know. That bothers me so bad. I literally hate followers. I hate people that they just keep up with trends, basically.
Right.
Like, I don't do that. I do what I
You the
like.
trendsetter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like everybody need to just do them. Focus on you. I feel like people that just focus on themselves, they stand out more.
Right.
Like, if you're just, like, people that try to, like, content creators. For example, I'm a content creator. I don't keep up with the aesthetic and the clean life and soft life and, I do this way or I do this that way. I just post my normal day-to-day life.
Right.
And speak my mind, and they love it.
Right.
So it's just like, if you do that, people are going to love you more for just being you.
Right.
It's like, don't be fake. Right. So I feel like, yes, it can go to back traditions if everybody stopped normalizing stuff that was never supposed to be normalized. Like,
well, how
stupid
can we
stuff.
do that?
Tradition is normalizing something.
No, because they're creating new traditions.
Yeah, they're
problem.
creating new things.
What's happening
that's
is
ridiculous.
We're normalizing hot girl summer.
Yes.
We're
normalizing sneaky links. We're normalizing
what grandma and granny had.
Yeah.
What was funny is, well, I'm gonna throw you for a loop. What grandma and granddaddy had, granddad was sneaky
hot
leaky.
girl summer manifested.
That I'm about to say, because really and truly, when you sit back and you talk to some of these people that have been together for 40, 50 years or whatever, you'll be surprised how many series of things have took place. But all in all, it's honestly, it's not about what you go through, it's how you get through it. Because if you get through it, you get through it. And a lot of people ain't taking the time to get through it no more because they so ready to be like, this ain't it. Go on to the next person.
Yeah, nobody's trying to work through it. Nobody's trying to work it out. But if the love is there, the love is there. If the love is there and it's mutual on both sides and certain things have took place, then you can still make it if it's there. Exactly.
But the love have to actually be there.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Don't be out here being stupid.
You got to be willing to forgive.
Don't be out here being stupid.
Yeah.
It has to be a mutual thing. What are some of the biggest challenges you face while dating and how did you overcome? Like, how did you make it through?
Oh, God. Biggest challenges? I would say definitely... I guess it's not. Is it technically still infidelity if you're not married? Well, I guess cheating. Yeah. So I guess that's like one of the biggest things. Because it's like, for me, I'm not gonna say it's hard for me to forgive, but it's hard for me to forget. So it's like, I can forgive you, but it's like, I'm gonna keep thinking about it. Like, why you do that? Like, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Like, so it's like, I feel like that's like one of the main things. Like, it's just I don't know. Well, that and probably grief. It's like, you know how like somebody's going through like, losing someone, but you haven't experienced that. So it's like they're going through all these emotions and things and, they're kind of taking it out on you. So it's like, you gotta, it's like, you gotta like take the punches a little bit. Cause it's like, you gotta be understanding. You gotta know, like, you can't take it personal. So honestly, I would say grief would be the biggest challenge because it's like, I can't relate. It's like I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to relate to you. And it's like, I can't because I haven't been through that.
Right.
So it's like, grief has definitely been one of my challenges.
And honestly, that was one of the main things that almost broke me all the way off.
Yeah.
Because it was craziest thing happened when I first got married. One of the things that came to my mind, because I'm sitting here watching from kind of from the outside looking in, how close my husband was with his mom. And so I'm like, And I don't know why this thought came, but it did. My thought was, what is going to happen when the day comes when his mom is gone? Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, because they were tight. Like, when I say tight, Mama's Boy ain't even to begin. No, it's past Mama's Boy. It's just beyond. But in a good way. It's not in one of those bad ways.
Yeah.
They had a really good bond.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much and so to the point where I don't think he's going to be able to come back from it. So I'm like, how am I as the wife going to deal with that when that time comes?
Right. Yeah.
That right there was a real sincere question for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when that time really did come, it almost broke us to an extreme point where we was almost done over. And see, people from the outside looking in, they they don't know day to day, but those that is around me, they know. What? Yeah, we had some days. And it took the Lord, honestly. The Lord God Almighty had to really open my eyes to see what was actually taking place. Because I'm sitting here thinking that, this nigga done just he done went clean, lost his everlasting mind.
Uh-huh.
But all in all, he crashing out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not recognizing it during it because I'm like,
At all.
About to throw hands with you because
Okay, right. So it's like it's hard.
You need to get it together, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually, once I did realize, and the Lord started to show me, so that part when we talk about how did you overcome, I honestly feel like without God in your relationship, it is never going to work.
Yes.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Because that aspect right there holds it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's nothing else. when I say it's not one thing, because love, children, money, all the things that you think might hold it together is not going to hold it together.
Mm-mm.
Without that one thing, you might as well just say we here for the moment.
Right.
So yeah, but I definitely get that grief is a mug, but we're here now, and thank God for what he did, because if it weren't for him, if it was not for him, I would have been gone. Anyway, so yeah, how do you stay positive? How do you stay optimistic when facing these setbacks, when going through the grief and the infidelity or whatever it may be? What is it that you hold to that helps you to stay positive?
God.
Well, yeah, you just talked about that. Yes.
That's literally it. That's who I go to.
Yeah.
Argument, God. Crying, God.
Right.
Everything. It's like I grew up in church, so it's like that's what I was taught.
Right.
That's who you look to first. So I feel like God has helped me definitely through a lot.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Past couple weeks I've been through a lot. So it's
Absolutely.
like God gives me the strength. I ask him for strength every day.
Yeah.
So I definitely ask for strength dealing with my relationship.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the main thing. It's like, and then it's like I feel like too, once you learn a person, it's like you kind of just, I know you. It's like, okay, you okay now? You calm down? You done? It's like, That's how I am, with my relationship. It's like, once you learn how they are, how they get what they do, it's kind of like you just you're like nonchalant to it. You're like, okay.
Like numb to it.
You're good. You're
That's a
okay.
good
Calm
thing,
down. Take a break.
But it couldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
So don't be too numb.
Nah, yeah.
Because too numb can
Oh,
end
no.
up- Yeah.
Definitely not. I know when to turn
I
up.
have been there.
Yeah.
I have been numb. I've been, and just to give a little bit more, I have been the person that don't have nobody, right? I don't have no friends or no outsiders that I actually can trust with my information. So it's me suffering silently. So that numbness, when I say numbness, it was to an extreme point, because I am now doing all this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
All my feelings, all my things I have to internalize, because I can't trust my business out here in this street. So don't let it tear you up, because numbness can cause you mental problems seriously in yourself, and then you can find yourself losing yourself, doing things you did not ever think you would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be caught. I ain't like these other little that out here. Next
Oh,
thing you know,
yeah.
you are like these other. You are doing exactly
Right.
what you said you would
That's
never
another
do.
thing. Oh yeah, that's another challenge.
So it's like I done been in so
Ooh.
many
But isn't
situations.
that the opposite of numb?
I say don't
Reacting.
be numb. Because no, the reason why you get to that is because you have been numb. What I'm saying is I was so numb to the point where I got to this other person now. I am now a whole nother person that I was not ever supposed
Are
to
you
be.
saying that in response to you were numb and have no feelings? Or are you saying this in the reaction you took from being numb?
Both. I mean, because what ends up happening is, okay, yeah, you were numb at first. I'm numb to it now. That's just how he is. And then letting that go causes more and more and more things to continue to pile on, and you still being numb. And then the next thing you know, it's just this big old outburst. And now you are doing things that you never would have done.
Yeah.
Because now it's
Like
all the
abusive
stuff
things.
done sat there and festered up. Because you sitting there being numb.
Now you done
Not realizing that you're actually not being numb.
Right. I finna
That's the
say
Yeah.
thing.
numb is
Yeah.
no
Yeah. I was gonna
No,
say
but
it's
it's not
certain
being
things that
numb,
I'm
though.
not numb to. Some
But
things
that's
I'm gonna call out.
But
Okay.
what I mean is,
Yeah.
what I mean by that is, while you're going through that phase of not feeling or whatever, the truth of the matter is you are feeling.
Yeah.
You might not be showing it, or you might be internalizing it or putting it on the back burner, but that back burner gonna get full and it's gonna come to the front eventually.
Right.
And that's the backlash of being numb. Being numb can end up causing you to change who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my phone is doing something. Okay, so past that, advice. What can you say to your community, your set of people that are around you, as something that you can give to them for what you have overcame, what you have came through when it comes down to dating, love? What can you give back to the community?
I would say overcoming the challenges that I have overcame, I would say don't be dumb. Be strong. It's one thing. That's the difference. It's the difference between being dumb and strong. Don't go for stuff you know you ain't supposed to go for. Like it's the
Right.
difference between thugging it out and being stupid. Now if this man cheating on you every week, every day, every month,
Right.
and you like, oh, we gonna work, oh, I'm thugging it. That's stupid. Now if it's something that's like small and it's like, oh no, I'm just ready to go. No, you're not fighting.
Right.
That's something you fight through. It's like, I don't know. It's like basically, just don't be dumb. Like you, I feel like I don't gotta say that. Like you know the difference. You know. Well,
People don't
let
know the
me
difference.
let me take that back.
Right.
Some people don't know your worth. Know when somebody playing in your face. Like
Right.
because it's like people could take advantage of you. Once you continue to keep forgiving, you gotta learn how to walk away eventually. It's like, all right, now you just taking advantage. You ain't even
Right.
trying to work through it. You just playing with me now.
That's where you gotta give it
it's
over
like
to
you
the
gotta
person
really
that's
know.
higher than
Yeah,
you too.
yeah.
Because God, let me tell you something. God got a way to get that right in line.
Okay.
So you ain't got to do but so much.
Okay.
But anyway, all right. Well, that's gonna wrap it on up. We want to thank Mackenzie for coming to iUnify podcast. Next up, we have Destiny. All right, welcome Destiny to the stage. Yes, this is your second time on iUnify. Thank you for coming back. All right, so we're talking about dating in the Black community. So basically, we're just gonna go through a series of questions where we're just gonna have a conversation. So no pressure, just talk normal. So, all right. So, we want to start with introducing yourself and what is your dating status at this present moment?
My name is Destiny. My dating status is I'm waiting for my a man. I'm a man.
You waiting on your man, or your husband.
Yes, I'm gonna say something else. Ain't gonna be like your mama, but yeah, storylines and stuff.
Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So, since you're in your waiting stage, how does this look for you? Like, what does the dating community look like to you right now? Um, how is it out here in these streets?
I, girl, I wouldn't even know, baby, because at this, as outside looking in, like the social media and stuff like.
Give me the real tea, baby.
Trying to be professional, ma'am.
No, give it all to me. No, we don't want that. We
Okay,
want the
so
real
my
deal.
dating thing is I got multiple.
You got a roster.
I have a roster, but I don't do anything with them though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No. Yeah, I got one that pay my bill, one for food.
We were just talking about it. Go ahead.
I mean, I got many for each thing. So I mean,
I hope they don't see this.
I don't either.
But okay, all in all though, okay. So, do you feel like you're just in a era where you're just talking to people and you're not serious yet?
Yes, I'm just talking right now.
So, are you a part of the problem?
I probably am part of the problem, but I'm drifting away at the same time because
Coming to Jesus.
yeah, because no, girls might come back around. So I don't want karma's real. So I don't want that to happen to moi, me. So yeah, so I'm like drifting from these boys. I ain't gonna say men, boys.
So while you're drifting away from the boys, how
So
are you
annoying.
also simultaneously waiting for your husband?
That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question.
You know, I'm gonna come with it because I want you to give it to me for real. Let's be real, because
okay.
you're not dating. I mean, you say you're not dating. You got your little roster,
You trying to embarrass
right?
me?
No, I'm
Okay.
not. You got your little roster, but in the same token, say that you're waiting on your husband.
I feel like it's contradiction.
It is contradicting. How
I
do
mean-
you think that you're going to end up tricking your way into a husband? Because let me explain why I say this. You toying, playing as usual, right? That's what's happening. You're toying. You're playing out here in these streets.
Jesus.
How do you think you're gonna get to that, grandma granddad level? Why are you doing this?
I think I'm not. Like, the way how you
So-
did,
so-
way how you said it like that, baby, I ain't going nowhere.
But what's your goals? When are you gonna
Just-
transition to what I
God's
mean
still
is,
dealing with me. I'm still dealing with myself too. Also, so it's like, I mean,
But
I
so,
can
let me-
easily.
let me-
I can. It's hard
let
for
me
me to
explain.
stop though because I'm used to it.
I wish I had something to fill this up with. This cup, right?
Uh-huh.
The more and more you pour black solution, let's say it's a dark solution in this cup, you fill it all the way up with dark solution, and you got this this was one little aspiration in life to become a wife, and it's a little dot of white, and you try to put it in this black cup. What's gonna happen to the white?
Nothing.
It's gonna dissolve into the black because
Yeah.
it's too much black.
Yeah.
So until you pour out your black, I did not mean to do that, but until you pour out your black, you can't fill up with the white.
You're right.
So what I'm asking you is, what do you see your transition like? Like, do you ever see yourself getting out of this phase?
Yeah. Yeah, I do see myself get out of it. That's what I said.
Do you think it's gonna be too late? Do you think you're gonna be labeled?
Hopefully, I don't be.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
'Cause-
There's hope. I'm gonna tell you why I say there's hope.
I don't want to be
I
like
I
that.
got a situation. I got somebody that probably was worse than you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, baby, his roster ain't even. We wrote down every person that this person been with in a notebook as a child. We teenagers. We ain't even grown yet.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
ain't even grown yet. Understand what I'm saying?
My
So
God.
we wrote it all down. We talking about pages.
Oh, Jesus.
As a teenager, we already had pages as a teenager. This person is now married, living happy. So there's hope.
Yeah,
There's hope, but it takes work.
it do.
You cannot stay in your roster days and simultaneously look for a husband. It's not gonna work. Only way that's gonna happen, that's gonna end in domestic violence. No shade, it really is, because it's gonna feel like you tricked them, you bedazzled, or whatever the word is, you fooled them.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to change that into what you want?
Slowly, I say, as of right now, I am reading my word, so I'm basically trying to focus on myself.
Had to make sure
Than
we
these
serious.
men, yes, other than these men, but I think God slowly is working on me, so I barely even talk now. I just be on scrolling, or I just be in my word. That's me now, but I do be slipping up though. I can't cap to you though. I do be slipping up and talking to different dudes, but I catch myself at the same time.
Pouring more into your black cup,
But
but
I
it's
catch
okay.
myself. That's the thing, though. If I be catching myself, I'm like, all right, that's don't do that. Don't try to fall into that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that.
A little bit.
I mean, it's like entertainment. That's it. I mean, I be
So
letting them
you, so
entertain
right
me. That's
now
it.
you are happy in this phase that you're in.
It's about to be over with. So I mean, cause I already know the Lord about to snatch him out of out, baby. So
But here's the thing. This has turned into a whole therapy session.
it
Like
is.
we ain't even in questions no more. This is crazy. But it's because it's, the problem is I know you too well, so it's making me ask these certain questions. But the truth of the matter is,
Ooh,
you're comfortable in your phase. You have learned to live and adapt to life in this phase. Like I say, you got your roster for everybody. You know, it worked for you. You know, so you're too comfortable. But at the same time, I watch you look for your Boaz at the same time. And it's like
oh
I be trying
yeah.
to tell you
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Boaz ain't
yeah.
coming right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
he
yeah.
Boaz is looking at somebody else because you you is with your roster. And if they do come,
I ain't gonna
you
know.
you you so far somewhere else
Yeah.
that you missing it. All your
Just pray for me.
your people that I was shooting for, I kept, what's going on with this person? What's going on with that person? That was ready to be your Boaz, but you weren't ready to be the wife. So you have now became the problem in this society. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. That's why people be say I'm mean as hell because I don't mean to be. I'm just trying to keep it a buck. But
To be honest, I feel like okay. But since you say that, I don't really feel like I'm the problem of the society because if I'm single and you single and I know you have rosters and I have rosters too, so it's like at this point we not playing each other, but we entertaining each other. So I don't mess with people that's in a relationship or is married. I don't do that.
Right.
That's not me.
Okay.
But the person that you're talking about that's ready to, he was only saying that just to get in my drawers, ma'am. That's number
Okay.
one.
Okay.
And for the other one,
Try the, you know what the
always-
Bible say. Try the spirit by the spirit. So you gotta make them put that money where their mouth at.
Man, you just say one thing, but
understand
your
what I'm
actions doing
saying.
another.
Understand what I'm saying. If you say you're ready to move to the next level, you ready for marriage, you ready for this, you want me to be stepmama to your kids. That's what you said, right?
That's what you wanted.
But they're right. Then you try it. I ain't saying drop draws. That's not what I'm saying.
Not even.
I'm
that.
not saying drop draws for this man.
Being a stepmom to a child.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying be the stepmama.
Okay.
I'm saying make him put his words to work. Don't see if this is real.
Have he did that? No.
You told you why didn't he? I don't want to be in a relationship. Ain't that what you told this man?
Because I wasn't ready to be in a relationship.
I'm done.
It was me.
This conversation.
You better not cut it because we being real with this. No, I'm being for real. I was not ready for a relationship because I still wasn't healed from the ex.
So why is you even talking to these people to begin with, if that's the case?
I mean, like I said, entertain. That's it.
So you just toying with people, playing in people's face.
No. Because I told him this from the beginning. I don't want to be in a relationship.
So, do you think that you don't think you're the problem? You do not realize your role in Hot Girl Summer era. Obviously, you are in complete denial.
I probably am. I mean, okay, you right. Okay, you right. I take the accountability. You right. I am the part of the situation. Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
But I feel like you can change. Honestly, I feel like there's hope.
I can too.
So I don't want you to take all I'm saying is, bashing you. I do think that, because only reason I say this is because I don't hang with people that's just trifling. I don't. So, what? Why are you doing that? Get on my nerves. I do not hang with people that don't have genuine hearts.
Okay.
What I mean is, there is a sweet, genuine person on the inside of you. And that person has the wifey material. That is your light. Has it been drowned in all of this darkness? Yes. However, as long as the light is still there, it's always hope. You have a genuine way about you, a sweet, loving girl. It's just a matter of what you grew up seeing, what you still see. And what's crazy is you've never seen the better outcome yet. So you don't have. I mean, yeah, you got me. You got me and Ray.
I mean, that's the only.
But
hold on, let me tell you this. That's the only thing. My mom, she been divorced since 2004. So we have not really seen a man. We've seen my daddy in and out.
Right.
So when a man was in and out of my life, I thought that was cool because I seen my daddy do it. I'm damaged.
I get what you're saying. When you see the in and outs, first with dad and then with whatever, that's all you see. Yeah. And now your life has literally mimicked that. This is where your roster come from.
Yeah.
So how I don't even know. I don't know. It's almost like the person I was talking about before. Same thing. But you know what's crazy? What changed the outlook of that person? Me and Sierra. I swear to you, she said that y'all married and y'all not about to leave me behind. So, complete 180 change. Like, won't no more hot girl, none of that. Like, all you see now, you going to work, you going to school, you taking care of your kids. It was just a whole different person. So, I think seeing that might help you.
I mean, y'all is helping me. You and my cousin. Y'all is helping me. You might not think that, but I mean, it's like slowly pouring in. I can say that. Yeah. I just like how your relationship is.
Yeah, but you need to see it from firsthand. What I mean is, like, somebody of your peers.
Oh.
Like, you need to see a sister or a cousin or somebody that's of your peers actually make it. That's what I mean. No, understand what I'm saying. We made it prior to you coming around. So it's like it was just normal for me to be married. I've been married for almost 16 years now. So you get what I'm saying? That's like over half of
in
your
my
life.
generation is my family that's
So
married. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I chose you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But what you saying, I was like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but
how you gonna find that? Because the whole world's out here just doing what they do, just humping around.
I mean, no, you can't count though, because you do see. Okay, so okay, let me tell you this. I feel like I'm changing. Cause let me tell you this. I started deleting half of the hot girl
You gonna make me laugh at you, but
no,
go
I'm
ahead.
being different. Like what's her name?
All your little
Jada,
ratchet music.
Yeah,
that you used to
I
listen
stopped.
to.
You kept. I listen to gospel now.
Now, but baby, it was. I ain't worried about no. It was,
it was, but not no more.
Right.
And I see my generation.
Even though that song is new, but go ahead.
I see my generation now. They give their life to God. They get married now. So it's like I see that on social media.
Where
TikTok
do you see that
and
at?
social media. What you mean?
Okay, cause I'm trying to figure it out. We were talking about how that'd be fake already.
That's generation. No.
Have you seen firsthand though? Cause seeing it on social media is cool, but it's almost like watching TV now.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you still got both sides. You got the ratchetness and the hot girl summer, and then you also got people that want to settle down and be holy, live holy, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Drifting.
You trying? You trying?
Girl, give me hope and faith, baby.
I do. I'm praying for you every day. I swear to you.
Cause you play too much.
Yeah, I promise you. You is on my prayer list. Yeah. Okay. Well, we done went through so much things. I don't know where the questions are. I guess going to your baby sister. If you had to give your baby sister some advice as a big sister, not as, regular quad. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about real big sister advice. What would you give?
Like in what situation though?
In dating, girl. We talking about dating. Oh my god.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm about to...
my mind just drifted off. I feel like she should.
This is a good one though.
She shut up. She should know the person first before she. How you said coding? You was talking about
courting.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I think she should have did that first, and then I feel like to get married stuff like that, and then
have babies.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You said the advices. So I'm saying that Carl always tell her that. You should get to know somebody first.
I get what you're saying because of her situation specifically. I get what you mean.
So get to know somebody first. I know you want to be a family person because she is a family oriented person. Mm-hmm. I love that about her, but not to you doing it to the wrong person.
Right.
So, but not as of right now. We're speaking of right now. What I say? Date yourself first.
Yeah.
Learn yourself first, and then God will step in.
What you really need to do is find a friend. Like if you really honestly looking.
What friend?
No, I'm about to explain what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you're honestly while you're dating yourself and all that good stuff, blah blah blah. If your goal honestly is to be married and to have one of them long lasting marriages, you need to have a friend. When I say a friend, I mean this person should be your road dog. Like that's my nigga. Like this should be your friend first.
Oh yeah.
Because love will come and go.
Yeah.
But friendship
always be
keeps the bond. Mm-hmm. Because of all the time spent, all the things you guys have
the history, the chemistry, stuff like that.
Really shared vulnerably. Because when you're dating and you're courting, sometimes you're putting up your representative. So they're courting somebody that ain't even real. This is a fake representative that's just for the gram or whatever. Posting y'all little lamb chops at the circ. But my point is, I stole so much shade.
For
But,
real.
my point is, honestly, if it's your friend first and it's a genuine thing, that person know you for you. You know that person for them, and it's a real deal thing. It ain't even about dating.
But
It
it's
ain't
hard.
even about love.
say
It
it's
ain't even
hard.
about that. It's just
It's hard. Okay, for that specific person you're talking about, I did ask that. I asked for that first. I asked for that.
but they was trying to rush the issue.
We already was that. Why we got to go backwards?
Well, I do think he was toying. Oh, no. I'm all for him for this one.
Okay, hold on. Let me take
Because
baby.
no,
Yes,
no,
let's go.
no, because
Let's go. It has
we
my
was supposed to
last
be-
dog, baby. Let's go.
We were supposed to be ending this, but now we gotta continue on. I'm so sorry, but
Let's go.
the reason
Hurry
I
up.
say this is, you legitimately was this man's friend for like 6 months, and while you was his friend, you was driving the car, you on this man insurance, he's buying you whatever the heck he's buying you, y'all eating lamb chops at the circ, all the daggone time. All the above is taking place. We are friends out your mouth, but you're dating him at the same time. So yeah, you're friends and you're dating. So when you hit me with that, when he's now ready to move forward to the next stage, and you like, I want to be a friend first. We've been that. We way past. Let's keep it a buck. We're way past that. So how can you go? How can you go back? How can you revert all the way back to I'm just your friend? Hi, how you doing? My name is Destiny. Like, how are we doing that? And we all the way here now.
You ready?
Yeah.
You a type of person that would just listen to one thing and just go off. Okay, mind you, we met in August. in the end of August, right?
Mm-hmm.
August. We ain't gonna count August. September, October, November, December.
Okay.
That's 4 months.
And during these
That's
4
not even
months,
4. Hold on. I cut that man off before all that. So 3 months. I understand. Okay, you was being a friend.
Like
I understand that, but this nigga wanted my draws. He
Destiny.
wanted my PUSSY.
You were
That's it.
accepting so many things, though.
Okay, I was.
Like, let's be
I
real.
was.
You playing these people's face because you accepting all this help from this man.
He
as
offered
though
it,
he's
so I
your
accepted
nigga. But
You
he
offered
ain't.
it, so
But you acting like he is.
No, I have not acted like he was mine.
Everywhere y'all went, y'all together. Y'all
Okay.
got the son. Y'all bringing the son to the birthday party like y'all one big happy family. Y'all, like, let's keep it real. My bad. I ain't mean to put your business out there, but my point is, though, I honestly, yeah, I was looking to. Let me put my shades back on. But honestly, though,
You right. I probably was trolling.
and you did, and let me tell you, you do this quite often, and that's how
do.
you end up in your domestic violence situations because these niggas be going crazy because you done sat here and acted the part, and they be like, "Oh, we ain't together. What are you talking about?" While you in Florida.
Who? You is telling my business.
Like, why you? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to understand.
Okay, already established that I do be trolling. I do doing all that. Okay.
But this guy was an actual genuine guy that brought you around his kids and so on and so on, and put out there what his goals were with you.
That was no. He have not told me his goals.
Destiny. He said he wanted marriage. He said he wanted a family.
To your husband? Because we have not talked about that. The only thing that we talked about is If I'm going to give you this PUSSY, yeah, put a ring on it. That's what I said. And then all of a sudden now he out the next day talking about let's go out for ring shop, a promise ring.
This is too much for my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
listen.
you want to get into it, tell my business.
Okay, I get it. Y'all just be having a whole bunch of mess going on. But my point is,
I feel like he just trying to do all that just for the draw, and I told him, I said, I feel like if I give you some.
but you did
I
skip a
feel
lot
like-
of steps. I'm sorry. If I was that dude, I would have wanted draws too. Because nigga, you
wouldn't
got
got
me
my
out
draws.
here. You got me out
You
here
wouldn't have my
acting the
draws,
part.
baby.
You come on, somebody say, hey man, you got me out here out acting the part. And you playing in my face now. Then when they break your sister cars and take the mirrors off your cars and all of that because they done lost their mind because of you. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's too much. we done went too far.
We did.
But I
I
want
mean,
you to stop
it
playing
wasn't
in
because
people's
of
face.
me.
If you want your husband, actually search for the husband. Not search.
First of all,
the man supposed to find you. That's not what I
okay,
mean. But what I
alright.
mean is be ready to accept him. Don't be out here playing.
You're right. And then I
And
already
then the
knew,
man-
I already
the
knew that he
man-
was my husband because the Lord told me.
You should have
To
known because you
stay
weren't a wife
hidden.
yet. The Bible says the man that found of a wife found of a good thing. So you need to be focused on becoming a wife.
Shut the front door.
We're going to end on that note.